Okay, thanks. Could you bring me my iPad? Yes, and yeah, could you bring my iPad? So I'm doing some testing. Could you bring me my iPad?
You stream?
Yes. Actually, I'm doing some stream testing.
Doing what?
Just doing some testing.
Texting?
Testing.
Oh.
Siege evolves that iconic back against the wall horde experience the Gears is known for, with larger, more unpredictable, more cinematic, more memorable battles for you and your squad. This is 3 squads fighting through their own objectives, crisscrossing with each other through the largest and most immersive multiplayer maps we've ever made. But before you go, you need to choose a class and gear up.
Each class has its own tactical gear to match its strategy, as well as progression journeys that unlock loadout weapons, armor mods, and tactical gear mods so you can tweak your build to your own personal playstyle. The Assault class is about controlling the battlefield with mid-range weapons while stunning waves of incoming enemies using the Sonic Disruptor. Marksman focuses on precision damage, especially useful with Horde Siege's longer sightlines, while the Pulse Drone attacks focus units for you and your squad. The Breacher is a point-blank bruiser that pushes hard into the front line to make risky plays, using an adrenaline injector to refill health and reduce incoming damage. And the Medic is a mid-range revive specialist, focused on keeping your squad on their feet while under fire. The Stim Vaporizer revives any gear, even from other squads, within range. Depending on the mission type you've chosen, you'll get a mix of main objectives that will have you moving around the map or hunkering down in a location. These objectives give you more variety than ever before, but they're still focused on the Horde feeling of defending and clearing waves of unique enemy combinations. In Horde Siege, this means securing and protecting rigs, large COG recon devices that have been deployed around the city to scan and map out the enemy's underground tunnel network. They are critical to the defense of Kelowna, but have the unfortunate, noisy side effect of attracting locusts whenever they're activated. Also scattered around the map are secondary objectives. Quick, time-side missions like taking out a high-value target, defusing locust explosives, or delivering a power cord to juice up an active rig.
Secondary objectives are optional, but they earn in-session squad points, boosting your squad's abilities, as well as weapon parts that can be removed after your session to upgrade your favorite guns. As you knock off objectives and kill locusts, your squad earns energy. This can be spent in supply caches. There, you can upgrade squad perks, grab equipment like grenades, sentry turrets, razor mines, and change your loadout on the fly if you need a different weapon. Your objectives will often have you cross paths with other squads, and these are really unique kind of magic moments in Siege, like running into another squad's defensive setup and helping take out some of their waves, or when you both get assigned positions near each other, can set up a joint kill zone. But a huge relief when your whole squad is DD&O and you see a group of gears come sprinting around that corner with a clutch revive.
If Command delivers a supply drop, any squad that fights to secure it gets a share of the rewards inside. The first one in gets the best stuff, so it's often a quick decision if you can spare the time and effort while managing your objectives. But the most intense multi-squad action hits when our bigger boss appears on the map and things get even tougher.
Invasions can happen at any time during a mission. They add new chaos and challenges to the session, buffing loads of enemies or restricting certain actions until they're defeated. And it can take more than one squad to bring these huge monsters down. These moments of 12 players coming together to take on iconic locust creatures deliver this great Gears feeling, fighting alongside a group of soldiers to hold the line. And of course, anyone that helps gets even more rewards.
That's fucking beautiful.
Once your mission objectives are complete, Command sends in your ride so you can extract. You'll fight through one last intense horde wave to secure the LZ and hold out until your Raven appears. A successful mission will reward you and your squad. While you don't technically all need to make it back to the chopper, your rewards might suffer a bit if you leave your comrades behind. Earned XP will progress your rank, unlocking new Lodo weapons, mods, and equipment. But most importantly, any weapon parts you gain can be redeemed to upgrade your arsenal for the next fight. For the first time in a main Gears title, you can mod our iconic weapons. Some mods will apply small tweaks, nudging the gun towards your personal preference. Other mods are more noticeable, changing what effects you get from hitting a perfect active reload. Or if you want to go nuts, you can even throw a bayonet on your knacker. That intersection between how you set up your weapons, armor mods, and tactical gear creates more choice and gameplay strategy than we've ever had before. And of course, when you and your squad combine your builds, it can be the difference that gets you through an especially tough mission. Horde Siege missions mix variety, objectives, difficulty, modifiers, and harder challenges each time you play, shaking things up with things like explosive drone deaths, only perfect reloads, or even friendly fire. Poisons also make a return. meaning the locust horde gets more powerful as you play through a mission. If you're looking for a dose of that classic horde grind, our horde missions will set you up in one spot, testing your squad against 10 grueling waves of survival. All of these elements, combined with the variety of objective locations on each map, and of course the chaotic fun of mixing in 2 other squads of real players, means you'll never have the same experience twice.
The ultimate squad challenge in Gears has always been found in our versus modes. 2 squads going head to head, trying to rip each other apart with a mix of tactical teamwork and clutch gameplay. We wanted to deliver that pure Gears PvP feeling, but now evolved with E-Day's new movement mechanics. All our launch modes are 4v4, as Locust and Cobb squads square off on all new maps. PvP is where you hone your skills. No mods allowed here. Everyone starts with the same loadout, fighting on symmetrical battlefields to claim key weapon spawns across tactical locations. Our launch maps, Ark, Battleship, Outpost, Precinct, Market, and Skyward, are all set in and around Kelowna. And they have that classic Gears feel, focusing on cover, fronts and lanes, but with opportunities to use E-Day's new traversal mechanics.
We're starting off with a tight set of 4 modes. Team Deathmatch and Conquest, our new King of the Hill mode, will feel familiar, but with some great new updates. And they're joined by 2 new modes. In Demolition, each squad battles over a neutral bomb, and then attempts to plant it at one of 2 of the opposing team's bomb sites. This is Gears PvP battles at their best. 2 fronts colliding, squads coordinating with non-stop action as you constantly flip between attacking and defending. Crucible is a great new mode that revolves around the power core. Whoever holds it gains points. The scoring zone shrinks and it moves as the round goes on. This means the fight is always coming to you. Power core's one charge shot can strip the flesh right off an enemy, so a well-timed defensive play can lock in that win. After launch, we'll be adding in new maps, modes, and events to keep things fresh, including some favorites that we're excited to bring back.
Gears of War E-Day is a new game, built from scratch to feel like Gears, play like new. So whether you're a Gears veteran or jumping in for the first time, it was important to us that there was a place to get familiar with the gameplay mechanics. Our short bootcamp tutorial will walk you through the basics, but we've also included a combat training space where you can test out weapons, movement, and even go up against some short locust encounters to get some reps in.
We have pre-made control schemes for all types of players. If none of them fit you perfectly, you can always customize one to your liking.
When you're feeling ready to pop some heads, Versus is set up with 2 main ways to play. Jump into social, get into the fight, and roll through some matches. Or you can even choose a playlist, play spots as you continue to train your skills. If you're feeling up to it, join ranked, get sweaty, and test yourself in more competitive playlists while earning exclusive rewards.
Almost all our character skins are based directly in the lore, themes, and events of the Gears universe.
Be nice, you are right. It's about time. It is time. So I am doing some testing right now to make sure that we are not just live on YouTube, but we're also live on Twitch, and we have a little kinks to work out with Kick. So we are live on Kick as well, but it's not coming through. So bear with me. I'm just gonna log out and log back in just the Kicks, but we're gonna remain live right now. This will be our test podcast, but we're gonna be here for some time because I want to make sure that this runs smooth, and hopefully we can get my partner in crime in here. But it looks like he just chimed in, so which is good. So PE, welcome to the stream, and it's good to have you here at the office. So there's just a few kinks that I need to figure out with Kick. Twitch seems to be working fine, which is great. So hopefully we can get Kick working, then we should be up and running and good to go. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. If I need to turn the volume up, I'll turn the volume up.
Welcome to the outpost of the Scorch. You
Alright.
are a builder.
So the
You might have
volume
noticed
is
it's a little
up.
hot around here, so you may want to
And-
avoid too much sun.
Bear with me.
No worries, just needs a new body. We tend to have a lot of fun around here. We've got bedrooms, a couch, a blueprint machine thing, and a shop. Hey there. Right now, your outpost probably looks more like this. Amazing what a little scrap from downstairs can do. If you think you might be running low on scrap, just take this incredibly safe elevator down to a variety of destinations. Then, you need to find scrap. Every D-player comes furnished with a grinder. You throw valuable objects into the grinder to get coins, and that's pretty much it. The outpost of the Scourge cannot be held responsible for mounting fear, shrapnel damage, overexertion, equipment failure, singed eyebrows, or freaking clowns. You ready? Oh yeah.
No worries. PE, if you need me to turn it up louder, let me know if I need to turn the volume up a little bit louder, okay? So let's go ahead and kick this off. What I'm gonna do is turn the music off so that we don't have any conflict there. Alright, so it's good to see you guys here in the chat. Welcome to the New Generation Gaming podcast. So this is new. Big shout out to PE. So we're gonna collab together and make sure we get this thing going and get it to where we want it to be. So what does that look like? So there may be some echo in the background. So let me check that real quick. D-Nice, thank you for the follow out on Twitch. Alright, I just wanted to make sure there's no echoes. And it seems like I found the issue, so we are good. So you'll be able to watch us out on Twitch or here on the YouTube channel. Again, I'm trying to figure out the whole kick situation. I'll probably do that offline, doing a private stream, just to make sure that the connection between the YouTube channel and kick is working properly. So again, what does this look like? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kick this thing off live every Friday at 6 p.m. So we're gonna go ahead and set that in stone. This is not gonna be an everyday podcast due to my strict schedule and hoping to get PE in on the stream as well, because I know it's, the time difference can be a little bit of a conflict. So the gaming and reaction piece of it is still active. However, it's been sunset for right now to focus on the next generation gaming gig that we have going on here. I put in the chat the link to the website. So if you know anyone, please share it out on social media to your friends, etc., so we can get more people to become part of the community. Hopefully I can get the kick piece of it working, and we can get more people to get, to be a part of the community out on Twitch as well. So I do have some things working in the background. It is going to take some time to get those a part of what we're doing here. PE is aware of what's going on. I'm also going to keep him updated on anything that's new that we're trying to accomplish here. Now, when it comes to the website, we are definitely focused on, let me see if I can turn the volume down so that it's not overpowering what I'm saying. So I'm going to turn the volume down on the video that's playing in the background. Alright, so that should be better. So I am working on some technical pieces in the background when it comes to the website. So we do have a news weekly letter that is attached to the website that's going to go out every Friday to all subscribers. And what that's going to entail is the top 5 stories for all the major platforms, gaming platforms of the week. And also is going to have information from yours truly, myself, when it comes to what we are planning on doing with the website, what we're planning on doing with the podcast, giveaways. That is one of our biggest pieces. The giveaways have returned, so we are going to be doing that. Now, will there be giveaways every month? No, we haven't decided on doing that just yet, but there are going to be times where we will be doing giveaways. It was a shocker when we tried the test giveaway with GTA 6, and we had no one. We had no one, participate in that. So maybe because of, with all the noise that's going on with PlayStation and with Xbox right now, there's just so much happening in the gaming industry that maybe that could be the reason. I don't know. But we are going to put our best foot forward, and we're going to continue to focus on what we got going on here. Now, there is so much to talk about. We did do a podcast yesterday, episode 1. This here is not going to be considered a podcast. This is just a test live stream to make sure all is working well. So we may do one tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So I don't want to get you guys' hopes up or anything like that. However, we will be doing live podcasts on Fridays at 6 p.m. If you guys feel like that Fridays at 6 p.m. is not a good date and time, please let us know. We will make the adjustments. If you think it's good for Saturdays, we can do it on Saturdays. If it's good for Sundays, we can do it on Sundays. What we want to make sure is that we pick the appropriate day and times so that more people can join in on the conversations and the podcast here. So I have made that commitment. It was very challenging, but I had to have the conversation and make that commitment. So we will be doing this as of right now, 6 p.m. every Friday. That is with the website. With the website, we want to try to make the website our own. However, we do post out on the NGG Twitter page. I don't like saying x.com, but we do post gaming news from other gaming sources out on I can't even talk. Next Generation Gaming Twitter page. That has been changed into that. So I will not be posting anything personal to anybody else's postings out unless it's involving gaming. So that page is going to be turned into a business page on x.com. And if I decide to make my own x.com page, I'll do that, but I probably won't, because the main focus is this here, and to commit to it, right? So I'm excited for it. It's been a long time coming because this is something that I always wanted to do. So I was finally able to build a gaming website, which is still in the works because there's still a whole lot to get done as far as coding. There's some bugs and stuff that I have to iron out as well. But if I can get you guys' help to help push this out to everyone, that would be great. Now I do have a few a few things in the works as far as sponsorships and a few ideas in helping with that. So I am going to be doing some reaching behind the scenes and see if I can collab with not just some influencers, but some credible influencers, and go from there. Because what I'm trying to do is take next generation gaming to another level. But if I can get some current influencers in here to collab with us, then that's great. That's fine. That would definitely help out. But we'll see what happens. So if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions, we can push this forward and make it known to a lot of gamers out there. Please share. So as of right now, let me know if anyone besides PE is still in the chat. Please let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I'm gonna switch over to the Twitch page and make sure all is running well over there.
And use it to protect yourself from what lurks in the dark. Sometimes light can reveal new paths. With the help of Sophia's book and her mysterious sphere, you will face trials and solve puzzles. Bend and split the light to create colors like stained glass, and the sphere will become your key. Don't let the darkness consume you. Always look for the light.
Get off your ass, they said. Drive rideshare, meet some normal people.
Make haste, Coachman. We must reach the medieval feast before the moons align.
Alright, one weirdo.
I'm not banned from all aquariums. Just that one.
You remind me of my grandson. He failed at everything too.
Huh. That's stimulating.
I'm not saying birds control the traffic lights.
Birds?
That's what I'm not saying.
After a while, it starts to click. Keep your ride fresh. Keep it clean. Keep it running. And don't take your passengers too seriously. And when I think I've met the randiest of passengers, someone even stranger gets it.
I need a garden hose, 2 energy drinks, and a sympathy card. And fast.
I can do that. Take a ride in my chariot, and I will take you to the castle.
Sweet rides and stimulating conversation.
The sun rises on another civil war. Yet you arrive with nothing.
Force applied at the wrong time is always wasted.
Patience is the key to this land.
That's how wars are lost.
But all wars begin in shadows.
Disguise yourselves. Don't get too close to the guards.
I see you, snake in the grass.
And do not be caught.
Can you lie with honor?
Whatever you decide to do with that trade deal is fine by me. I've said where my priorities stand.
Lead alone or share the burden. And when silence breaks, let it break like thunder. Japan has its history. What will yours be?
Welcome to Neighborhoods, a cozy sim where we are reimagining the city builder as a city fixer. More than shaping a skyline, we are crafting communities, making neighborhoods more livable, more walkable, more moderately conducive to economic progress. For players who love city sims, Neighborhoods relies on more than charm. Its systems are littered with everyday problems to solve. Create third spaces to encourage people to connect. Utilize mixed-use zoning, the fine art of putting useful things next to other useful things. Balance growth with stability, so residents stick around. All without attending a single city council meeting.
pirate's way of life is under attack. Our very survival hangs by a thread. But this is where the dream begins, mate. You'll start small with a simple shantytown, but soon it'll be much more.
Good. Now we can build a ship.
Build wherever you like, and reach heights others wouldn't dare. Keep your crew happy, set up production lines, and run a tight ship. With enough resources, you can extend your reach, build mighty ships, and explore the 7 seas.
No scars, no glory.
We must survive this assault any way we can.
Will you rule the seas, plunder great treasures, become a legend, or dare to claim it all?
Alright, so I tried my best to connect to Kick, but it does not seem to be working. But we're not gonna let that stop us. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep it moving, and I'm going to figure out what the connection issues are offline. So I appreciate you guys joining me. If you're still here, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you already subscribed. Just hit the like button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell and all. As stated before, we're going to go live every Friday at 6 p.m. and I will prepare the topics that we're going to be discussing. We'll put those on the big screen as well, so that you guys can see that information, and then we'll just channel through the different sites if we need to channel through. And what we'll do is take some feedback from you guys and how we can improve on the setup that we have here. So thank you guys for joining me. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, but it's good to have you guys here. If you're still here, thank you for joining us. Again, sign up on the website. Also subscribe to News Weekly letter that goes out every Friday with the top 5 stories of the week when it comes to PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, Steam, PC as well. Now, when you do sign up for the News Weekly letter, you can choose the platform of your that you prefer to have news on, or you can choose 1 or 2 or 3, or you can choose all, or you can choose none. If you choose none, then you will get the top 5 from each platform. Also, you will receive additional information within that News Weekly letter from the team. So I will make sure that if there's any updates to what we have going on here, be in the News Weekly letter, giveaways, or any other perks that we're trying to add to the site. So not just giveaways, but other perks that you can sign up for, etc., etc. What we're trying to do is a little something different. It's not going to be of monetary value at all. But what we're trying to do is provide something to the subscribers with them not having to pay for a tier or anything like that. So we're not that big yet. We're small, we're growing. There's only 2 of us right now. Now, if you do want to join the team, just let me know. I will add you if you want to be able to post articles, or if you want to be an editor, or if you want to be a moderator for the site, not just the site, also the podcast site as well, please let me know, and we'll talk about that, and then we'll get you all set up. It's not a difficult thing to do, but just let me know. The only thing that I would like for you to do, if you do become an editor, or if you want to post articles, etc., is to do that, right? And I know I have to get in here and continue to post more articles, opinionated articles, etc., because that's what we're trying to do, is make that our own site instead of depending on news from other sites that you guys are so that you know about already. We are open to suggestions and recommendations. If you have any, please share with us, whether it's for the website or the podcast. Okay, anything that will make us stand out and reach more people. And PE, I thank you. I know you have some conflicts from where you're located, but you're here, and I definitely appreciate you. Doing your due diligence on the X.com account, and putting the news out there. Now, we only have 45 followers. I do have some other Twitter accounts that I'm trying to get those gamers over as well, and hopefully they follow through. I will try to reach out to some big names out there. We want to keep this healthy. I don't know how quickly this is going to grow. We just started, and we're hoping it continue to build. But I know I have to do my part and continue to come on here, and hopefully to be able to reach. So PE, what I'm going to do is I am going to reach out to the game creator that we had on the podcast on the Gaming Reaction channel, and see if she would like to come back on and just to give us an update on what she's doing. She's a game developer. I'm sorry, not game. If I say games creator, then that may be, I don't know, maybe an insult. But we had a game developer on the Game Reaction channel. I would like to reach out to her and bring her back on and kind of give us an update if she's working on a new project, or how, her project that she was working on before, where is she at with that. I'm going to see if I can reach out to, again, some influencers and see if they will come on and just chit chat for a little bit, and so that we can have a good time. What else? That is all I have to share here with what we are doing with Next Generation Gaming. If there's anything that comes up, I will definitely share it with you guys. But more likely, I will put that information in a News Weekly letter rather than put it out here on the podcast. I want to keep that to a minimum, so that it won't be so easy to just come on the podcast and then get the information, where we can have subscribers go into the website. It's free. It's totally free. You can just subscribe to the News Weekly letter, And then again, every Friday you will get the information. I think that's all I have. If PE, if you have anything that you would like to share, or let me know. I'll put it in the chat, and we'll go from there. But I really appreciate you guys. I really, you guys have been here. D-Nice, don't worry about it, D-Nice. I am going to hook you up. I have not forgot about you. You have been active on the Twitter account. You have been sharing the news. You know me. I always keep my word, right? Well, I take that back. I have not been keeping my word as of late, because I know there have been times when I've told you guys that, I'm going to come on, and then I don't come on because, something comes up, or I'm hanging out with the family, or I'm tired, or there's always something. So I do apologize to you guys. And as I stated before, I've made it a commitment to this, and I'm going to keep that commitment as best as I can. Okay? And I'm going to communicate with you guys and let you guys know if there's any changes. And I will communicate that information out on the Next Generation Gaming Twitter account. Okay? I don't like X.com. I don't like saying it. But I'll communicate with you guys and let you guys know what's up. As of right now, I would like it to be about gaming. But if you guys see that we can add more to it and not just gaming, for example, if you feel that we need to put movies in here, then we can do that. But here's the thing, I have to be very, very careful because of copyright, right? When it comes to like videos like that. I mean, even with the gaming, videos, etc., so I have to be very, very careful. I think YouTube has become very, very lenient now with their policies, so I can still live stream, but they will give me a copyright claim instead of a copyright strike, and I won't be able to monetize those videos or those live streams, etc. But when it comes to movies, though, when it comes to movies, I don't know. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful with that because I have been hit with some copyright strikes where I had to reply very quickly and say, hey, it's taken down, because if you do not reply quickly, they will hit you with a strike like 5 to 10 seconds afterwards. I mean, it's been done before to me, so I got to be very, very careful. But if you guys feel like that we need to add something to it and not just gaming, let me know. Okay? We are open to any suggestions and recommendations. D-Nice, he's always on it. he's always on it, and that's what I appreciate about what he's doing, and I mean just him in general, because I mean he's not only now. I am gonna be in competing against Games and Wario, Marlin Gaming Nation. So I noticed D-Nice puts the information out to him as well. I'm not saying to stop doing that. You do whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm not paying you. So who am I to tell you not to do that? Maybe one day maybe one day. It depends on how quickly we get this thing up and running. PE. Well, I kind of shared with PE that I am working on the monetization piece of it for the website, where when we do get that piece worked in, because it's so complex, and I'm working with a website builder right now who's assisting me with building this website. I pretty much put it in writing what I wanted when it comes to monetizations, and to pay the editors. So for those who wants to come in and post on the site, who wants to be a part of the team, and they're coming on to this, and they're on the site, and they're doing their due diligence, they're working, they're putting out opinionated articles, to pay them. So that's what I'm working on right now with that, but I don't know when that's going to come to fruition. It's already been built. They have so many questions that I have to answer that I'm like lost on. So I have answered some of those questions, but I have to answer some more questions. But it costs me money. It's costing me money to do so. So once I'm done answering those questions, I am able to build something within the site, and if you're part of the team, it pays you. So, like for example, for like every article that you put out, now for every article that you put out, it will pay you whatever we have it set up to be, like $50 or $100. So where does that money come from? Yours truly, right? So there will be a budget, there will be a pot of money set up for that, but I have to understand how that works, right? So until I finish answering those questions and asking questions, then because that's one part of the monetization piece is, okay, I would like to have a pot of money here for this amount, and then I share that information with you guys and say, hey, this is how much I have for the quarter, because I want to set it up like that, like for the quarter. But it has to be in a fixed amount. So for every article that's been put out, then you are paid for that. You're paid for that article, and then I will reach out. I already have it set up in the admin section where I can speak to all the editors and all the moderators or whoever that's part of the team. I can actually set up a meeting with you guys and speak with you guys and say, hey, here is what we look like from here. I trust me, I want to get that piece done. So PE, you already know about that. I just need to get it right so that it does. And I know you're in Africa, but I need to get that piece right so that if we do get it right, it pays you. Not just that. Hopefully we can get people in on like Twitch and Kick. You guys already know about the affiliation programs. So it's not me bringing in all the money that comes in will go to the team, not me, because I really don't need it, to be honest with you. But have it set up where it goes to the team. And even so, if it can't even be programmed that way, that's okay, because as that money come in, I can actually Cash App you or send it to you some way, somehow, if you got Cash App or any other Cash App that PayPal or whatever the case may be. I can take that money that we receive and then just send it to you. So that's a piece that I'm working on. Also, I have built I'm gonna have to choose a different vendor with the merch, because they got it all wrong. But it's okay. It's not that bad. So I already have the store built out, but I have to answer questions from that. So what I'm doing is taking items from my Jasmine Karen website and to answer those questions and how I want to build that merch within the actual website. What else? So that would be the store. Now, I have no clue how to build a game store into the site. Like when you got stores like Steam and other stores out there where people are able to sell video games. I don't know how they're able to do that. Well, not Steam, but other people that have sites out there, they're able to sell video games through their sites. So I was thinking about that too. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stick with the monetization piece of it and the merch piece of it. So I am hoping to have the monetization piece of it complete by mid-August, and it's just mind-boggling, guys, when you're building a website that so much goes into it. I'm like, holy cow! Everything has to connect. Everything has to connect, and I built the website while I was in Japan. It took me probably like a week, and I was working with a human being and AI at the same time. A human being and AI. AI builds it for you, but there's so many other technical pieces that needs to go into it. Now, there are some AI technologies out there that can actually build the site, but it costs money, right? So I'm like paying both at the same time. So it's kind of a weird setup. But I was able to get the site up and running. At the same time, I was communicating with PE and getting some suggestions and recommendations from him, because if you go out onto the website now, you can actually see some articles from us there, and I'm excited for it. Again, this is something that I wanted to do for a very long time. I was like, okay, well, I have to commit to this if I'm going to do this, and then reach out to you guys and get your thoughts. I'm sorry, PE, that you can't hear me. I'm going to... I don't want to blow the speakers off everyone else. So if you can turn your volume down, I'm going to turn my volume all the way up. And PE, if you can hear me, if I need to move closer to the mic, I can move closer to the mic. I can do that. I'm sorry, brother, but you're gonna need to upgrade your Starlink or whatever you have, your 10-4 antennas, to get a better speaker signal. Okay. He said you could. D9 suggests that we could put things like what we are the best graphics cards, top 10. As you guys can see, I went out and got a new iPad, and this is gonna be my to-go pad that I'm going to be using from time to time to work on the website, make notes, take notes, take suggestions and recommendations, and I can actually work from here when I'm not at home, or if I'm at work and I have some time, I can do everything from here. So I'm definitely going to make note of that. And thank you, D Nice. That piece of it is not going to be difficult to add. So I'll reach out to. Let me get into my note section here. And the best graphic cards. Now, if we happen to go to, I don't know if you guys have been out on the website. What I'm going to do, we're going to pause it here. Let's go to the website. I do apologize. That is a little small. All right, so I'm going to change the screen. Let me change my screen. All right, seems like they took out my camera, so I'm gonna add myself back in here. And we're gonna move myself over here. And this is crazy. I when it comes to building this stuff. But anyways, we're not gonna let that stop us. But if you do happen to go into one of the sites here, I mean, you could check out the hardware and tech. There's a lot of information there, or any hardware and tech for that specific platform. So I will take note. The best graphics cards. And then what I will also ask if we can update that every maybe every month, if that makes sense. If we can update that every month, where I can go into either the admin section of the site, and then I can sync that where it updates every month, or I can tell them, hey, can we I think I'd rather do it that way, because now are you saying to add this to the main homepage? So if anyone was to come onto the site, would it be on the main homepage? All right, let me open up my chat here, because sometimes when you switch, it will close the chat, and then I cannot see what's going on. How to build a PC for people who don't know how to build one, stuff like that. Ew. Now, are you saying we build the PC ourselves, or we create something like what you see on the homepage here with the latest video game trailers, where we have the site pull from, let's say, YouTube, right? I can do it that way, where I can have it set up where the information will be pulled from YouTube of the top 10, but it would be other people's content, right? So I have to be careful with that. I don't know, because there is a section in the admin where, well, actually, anyone who sees the content on the channel, I mean, on the website here, they can actually submit a copyright claim or whatever the case may be, and then request for me to take it down. Now, for anything like, just news wise, it should not be a problem at all. I did confirm that. I do have the language of fair use, so I do have that incorporated within the site. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Now, if you're talking about us building the PC, I don't know. I don't have. I don't think I have the capacity to do that. Not only the capacity, but I don't have the money to do that. I don't. I can't do what. Now, do I have the money? Yes, I do. Do I have a lot of money? Maybe I shouldn't say that. But I just don't have the time to sit here and build a PC. Even though I know how to build a PC, but I'm not a pro at building PCs. I've built 3 PCs so far, but I just can't. I just don't have the time to go and purchase the equipment to build PCs. But what I can do is channel that information onto the website, where people, if they do come onto the website, they have a section where they can say, hey, a section that says how to build PCs. They can click on that actual site section, and then they can have that information. We can do it that way. But again, I have to be very careful in putting other people's content on here without their permission, if that makes sense. People like to game on PC. You could put PC stuff. Okay, so I do. Okay, I can add to the PC section here. I can add to the right here, the top 10, PC graphics cards, motherboards, all that good stuff that that goes into building a PC. I could also put information here where people can click into and how to build a gaming rig, right? With pictures and instructions and all that. So I have taken note of that. So I will I'll begin work on that probably tomorrow. I'll begin work on that tomorrow. So, and then I'll keep you guys updated. I have been keeping PE updated on how the website is coming. So if you do have any suggestions and recommendations, I'll definitely keep you updated on how that's coming along. So I appreciate that idea. I don't need the money. I want the channel to grow, and I know it will. It was just some me sharing that with you guys, because I'm the type of guy that likes to give back, you know, and I mean, and also to pay people for their hard work. And that's what I have been doing with you, D Nice, because you've been helping, reposting or sharing information with me. So I mean, you're working, right? You're putting in the effort, and I just wanted to share that in general. So, but if you do want to be a part of the team, just let me know, and I will add you. We can talk about it more offline. You can have tutorials, but yes. So I have taken note of that. I will begin putting that on the site here, and I think that is a really, really, really good idea. That's a really good idea. So even though YouTube is saturated with tutorials, but if we can have it step by step here, and having the components, et cetera, I think it would be another avenue for people to just take a look at and say, hey, yeah, they have it right here. So here's a list of graphics cards, a list of motherboards, a list of RAMs, storage, etc., all the way down to the power supply, fans. Here's what you need if you want to build a basic general gaming rig. Here's what you are going to need to acquire, and then we can also add some additions to it, because it's not just the rig itself, it's other equipment like monitors. You want to have the best equipment possible to make sure you have a really good gaming experience. So I appreciate that. I'll begin that work tomorrow. You could add a PC tab. Well, that's what I'm sharing right now, is the PC for PC news, and that's at the top of the main banner on the home page. If you go to the home page, you have PlayStation, Xbox. We have all your PlayStation news here. You have reviews. You have guides to games. You have trailers to games, and this is really for the PlayStation side. Esports, and then hardware and tech. You also have some trending there as well. So you can navigate to each one of the site pages here, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, PC, and you may find some news there. So if we need to add more, then we can definitely add more. So we have the PC tab here, and again, I can add that information off to the right. And we can add more links as well on the PC side. I can add it up here next to hardware and tech and say how to build a gaming PC. I could put it right up there and have its own site page. So you can click on the link, and you will have all the information where you're not distracted by what's currently on this page. So let me make note of that. And I can put it there. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Top 10 PC games. See you working already for free. Why are you working on? you know I have to pay you back, because that's that's what I do. I don't know many other YouTubers or anybody who actually give back to those who are very passionate about gaming and who are willing to help others out. So you're helping me out, so I have to pay it forward. It just makes sense to me. And where did I get that from? Actually, I wasn't always like this. I got that from my missus. My missus, you guys know my missus, she's Japanese, and that's rooted in their culture. So even if they receive something, well, I do give back, but not like give back, like the way the Japanese people do. So it's rooted in their culture. When they receive something, they also return something. So I was like, I love that. That is freaking awesome, right? So while you're working helping me out for free, I can't let that go. So I definitely appreciate you. So there is a theme. You can also change the theme on the website. So if it's too dark, you can always come up to the top banner. There's a theme icon that you can click on, and you can turn it from night to day, so that you don't hurt your eyes or anything like that. And this was one of this is one of the most difficult parts to integrate. So we had to revert to AI to fix this, because you have to make sure that your letters, your words are the right color. The dark theme does not conflict with the light theme. And we sat down and we was like, oh my goodness, it was just all over the place. So we had to so the guy used AI technology to program it, where and it was instantaneously. It was just like boom, he just told AI to what we wanted, and it fixed it probably within less than 5 minutes. Well, maybe less than that. Everything was fixed just like that. I was like, man, AI technology is something else. So whatever AI technology program, I think it's emerging. It just worked. So there you go. You have your night theme, and you have your day theme. So you can switch back and forth. I didn't want to have let me go. Oh, let me just close that. I don't think I need to repost that. All right, what was I saying? But anyways, there you go. So that's why I'm trying my best to figure out how to pay PE back, because he's been instrumental on this as well. He's definitely been on this, and I have to figure out a way to pay him back. I wish nothing against Ghana, nothing against Africa. I want to come to Africa, but I wish you were over here. It would be a whole lot easier to get this done. But I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a way to pay you back. But like I was saying, I don't think there's a lot of YouTubers out there. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that give back, to their people. I say that reluctantly, because I'm really not out there like that to look at other people's, pay attention to their platforms, etc. So I get out there from time to time and be like, okay, so it's not. Here's the deal. You ask for followers, but you don't follow them back, right? So if I'm not following you, let me know. because I want to follow you back. And I don't know, it's that's just who I am. I just want to be different and give back. What else? Thank you. There's still some improvements that need to be made. I wanted to keep the website as clean as possible. I know it looks generic in a way. Well, through my lenses, it looks generic in a way. But I didn't want a lot of stuff to be popping up like some of these other websites. You can create an app if you want to. Now, the site is not in the App Store, but when you first log on to the site, there should be a prompt that comes up where you can build the app onto your phone. I don't see that prompt. I don't know why it's not popping up. So I'm going to have to fix that. But when you do, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get it to pop up. All right, no, it's not popping up. So what happens is a pop-up will come up and it will ask you if you would like to create a app onto your phone so that it's easy for you to go to the website instead of having to type it in, etc., etc. And I don't know if you guys can see my phone here, but the actual app is right there. So when you click on the pop-up, it will send you a prompt to your phone. Well, you put in your information, it'll send you a prompt to your phone, and then you'll just follow the steps from there. Trust me, it's protected. It's malware and all this other stuff free. Free or whatever, because we made sure that function is totally virus free. Period. They put in all the coding and all that good stuff. So I was like, okay, we're good, because I don't want nobody's phone shutting down and be like, oh snap, why did I do that? Or they get viruses and then we have issues. So that is good to do. Thank you, PE, for continuing to post that in the chat. I'm going to switch over to the Twitch. Also, we do have a viewer here. Oh, that's AI viewers? I don't know what that is. So if you're over on Twitch, let me move it over so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I should have done that. Let me move that back. Oh, let me just move. Let me just do this. Let me see. Pick over here. Here. Okay. Oh, it's still doing the same thing. Okay. Oh, it's still doing the same thing. All right, so we don't need that. We don't need the echoing happening. So it seems like I cannot have them both open at the same time. But on you guys' end, you should be able to have the multiple streams open. And it seems like the Twitch is on a delay, and I mean that's expected. Okay. Yeah, but over on Twitch, I don't know if that's a AI viewer or a legit viewer. We're gonna go to the channel. We're gonna go to the channel. All right, so let me mute that so we don't get the feedback. So D Nice, no, I have not seen Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback about the movie. That it's pretty good, and I may go see it. I may go see it. Well, I'll ask the wifey if she wants to go see it tomorrow. She probably wouldn't want to go see it, but I'll ask her if she wants to go see it. So if she wants to go see it tomorrow, I'll go see it tomorrow. And again, like I said, I've been hearing a lot of great stuff about it. I heard that even the beginning of the movie was spot on. So I'm gonna have to check it out. 10 out of 10. Wow. You give it a 10 out of 10. So the movie must be good. Now, I'm not a big Tom Holland fan. And the first two movies were not it because I'm a Tobey Maguire fan. And I think the other guy is Andy Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man. I think he did a pretty good job in those two films. I like the first Amazing Spider-Man, but the second one was kind of but I think he did a pretty good job. He played Spider-Man very well. With Tom Holland, it didn't stick with me in the first two movies. But we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Definitely check it out. So I'm glad you enjoyed the film. And giving it a 10 out of 10, that speaks volumes. That is letting me know, hey, this movie is good. But I am a hard critic when it comes to movies. Well, pretty much, like I said, anything. So I'll let you know what I think of it. So thank you for sharing that with me. So Alex Dorka 20. AI viewer streamboo.com. That sounds like a porno site. If you're still in the stream, if you are a real person, let me know. But thank you for joining. But again, guys, please, if you know someone that knows someone that knows someone, so all those know someones, just let them know what we got going on if they would like to, join the community, and give them the link to the website, and again, we are doing the podcast is every Friday at 6 p.m. If it needs to be changed and you guys think we need to move it to a Saturday, we can move it to a Saturday. I really appreciate you guys coming through on this test here. But before we go, I want to do a recap of what we talked about during the first podcast. If you haven't seen that podcast, it is out on the YouTube page. You can go and check it out. Now Now, it may seem like I'm a little bit all over the place on that one, but I wanted to talk with you guys because I don't think you guys were a part of the stream um, yesterday, and we talked about um, PlayStation ending physical media in 2028. We talked about Xbox and what they have going on their side of the house with, with the new regime that came in that replaced Phil Spencer and his team. And we also talked about the mixed messaging when it comes to Xbox. And also, I voiced my thoughts and opinion on, the noise that's on social media when it comes to you have people who are digital and people who are physical, and it's like they're going against each other for what, right? There are some valid points, there are some valid arguments, there are some valid thoughts out there, but it's also polluted with, just randomness, right? People were just making statements that do not bring any value to the conversation. They're just out there, and there's really nothing that you can do about it unless you block the individual, or it just comes into the feed, and you're like, why, So I try my best to ignore as much of it as I can and just focus here, to keep that positive energy here. So we did talk about that, and I'm going to say this again to those who think they own their games, unless it's Nintendo. Well, we can start with Atari, unless it's Atari, Nintendo, the Nintendo consoles, right? The Sega Genesis console, the Neo Geo, ColeVision, what else? The 3DO. Those consoles where you know that they can't take the game from you, even so, you still do not own those games, but you can do whatever you want. You own the game. I mean, it cannot really be taken away from you. But for the games that are currently on disc, gamers do not own those games, because those games cost millions of dollars to develop. Okay? When you go and purchase those games, whether it's $50, $60, $70, or $80, you're purchasing a license to access the game. Okay? And if you and I believe this is for every single game to date, for right now, not way in the past. Let's just speak for this generation, right? For this generation, there are terms and conditions that many fail to go and read. Okay? Before you can even play the game, you have to click the box. You have to check the boxes. Okay? Because if you don't check the boxes, you cannot continue to play that game. Because what you are doing is you are agreeing to the terms and conditions when it comes to the use of that game license. And also, I shared in that podcast, it only takes but a few minutes to read the license agreements and the terms and conditions. Just a few minutes. You can just only read the license agreement, and it will tell you who owns the game and what they can do with that game. So, I'm going to leave it there until someone proves me wrong, whether it's on a physical disc or if it's digital. Okay, those terms and conditions are the same. Okay, they're not going to change one over the other, and they have lawyers who help build these documents, these terms of conditions, and it's just crazy, the amount of energy and time spent on social media of seeing gamers go back and forth saying, oh, I own my game. No, you do not own the game. Just take the time and read. So I just wanted to do a quick recap of the last podcast. I was going to do that recap for our next podcast, but just go ahead and get it out the way while I have you guys here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and in the live test here, I'm going to work on Kick and see what's happening there, because I really want those two platforms, Twitch and Kick, to be a part of what we're doing here, and hopefully we can reach more people. There will be gaming as well, so when we do our gaming, it will be on Twitch or Kick. I prefer to play it on Kick because it doesn't really matter, but I think Kick displays the gaming a lot better. The quality looks a lot better based on what I'm seeing. Maybe I need my eyes checked, but if you guys prefer me to play it on Twitch, I can play it on Twitch. If you prefer me to play it on Kick, I'll play it on Kick. I don't know if I can do it on both at the same time, because I will not be using YouTube to play games. I'm just going to go to those two platforms to play games. There's a lot of games coming out, especially in September. I want to get on here and play games with you guys. I missed that. I want to get back into that. Really, 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 I do. So before we go, I'll read what you guys have to say in the chat, and then we will end it there. But I'm going to let you know one thing. Once you go all out doing this, I will only send you the news. I want this channel to that. My word is not about money. I love this channel. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate that. Again, and that's okay. But I will pay you guys back for helping me out with this. I can't do this. Can I do this alone? Yes. But with a squad, I can get it done faster and quicker. So I appreciate you guys. So I will pay you back. So with that being said, D-Nice, again, it's any game of your choosing, man. Any game of your choosing. Just let me know. Just ping me out on x.com. Twitter. Just ping me on Twitter. Sony's still going through with their digital only next console. It's something I want to see how the industry will react when the day comes. And yes, I want to correct something I said in the podcast. Well, actually, there's no need to correct it. There's no need to correct it. I am looking forward to what PlayStation and Xbox is going to show us within the next few months, if there's any information that comes out about the consoles. Sony has not officially announced the PlayStation 6. There's talks. Now, if they have officially announced the PlayStation 6, let me know. I haven't heard of any official announcements. I do believe that both consoles will make their debut in either at the end of this year, maybe at the Game Awards, maybe one, maybe both, maybe not. Or they may make their debut in 2027. And you guys know how that is, right? Especially with the PlayStation 5. We were waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think Xbox was shown at one of Jeff Keighley's event, the Xbox Series X. And we were waiting, like, PlayStation, y'all haven't shown up. So we may get another one of those, right? They may wait until the last possible moment and say, hey, here's the Xbox Helix. Here's the PlayStation 6. But we just don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. So I do believe that they need to continue to support the disk drive. If both consoles are going to be backwards compatible, for the console to come with a disk drive already attached, or Sony to continue doing what they're doing by selling a disk drive as a separate SKU. Maybe Xbox will do the same. They have it as a separate SKU, but we'll see. I think it's if Xbox is going to be fully compatible, then they're gonna need a disk drive. They're going to need a disk drive because there's a lot of gamers out there with physical disc, and they're gonna want to play their all their Xbox games on the console. I think with PlayStation 5, with the PlayStation 6, I believe I read that Sony's only going to do, they are going to do backwards compatibility, but only back to the PlayStation 4. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. So it behooves them to continue. You will still be able to play, for those who own a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 4, you'll still be able to play your physical games on those consoles. But will you be able to, you should be able to play your physical games on the PlayStation 6 as well, if they come out with a disk drive. Now, mind you, the physical media, you guys know already, is ending in 2028. So it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make business sense not to have a disk drive with the PS6. It wouldn't make sense if you're going to be backwards compatible back to the PS4. So there has to be a separate SKU for that. So that's just my thoughts on that. If you have anything to add to it, let me know. But thank you guys for joining me for this live stream test. It seems to be working fine. Twitch is just a little bit behind, and that's okay because you can watch either on YouTube or you can watch the podcast on Twitch. You can watch it on both. Please share it with your friends. Help me get this out there. I'm going to do my due diligence, and like I shared with you guys in the beginning, I have made a commitment. I will keep that commitment to the best of my ability, and if there's any changes, I will let you know. I will communicate that to you so that you know. So thank you for the love, as always. You guys have been there again, day one, and you're still here. It's been years, and you guys are still here, and I love that. Are you talking about Sony's decision to stop using this drive? Here's my thing. I don't think it's in Sony's best interest to stop using the disk drive. We have talked about in the past that an all digital future is coming, right? We also talked about a all digital console. So I believe that the PS6 is going to be a digital console, just like with the PlayStation 5 Pro. There would be a separate SKU where you can attach a disk drive to the PlayStation 6. Reason why, because if the PlayStation 6 is going to be backwards compatible, it wouldn't be in Sony's best interest to alienate those gamers who have physical disc. It wouldn't make sense at all. Now, if they have come out and said they're not going to do a disc drive at all with the PS6, that is going to be a huge problem. It's going to be so much backlash. Because if you think about it, right, guys, if they don't come out with a disc drive for the PS6 and it ends with the PS5, you can still play your PS5 games and PS4 games because it will still have a disc drive. But the value, the value will sink, if that makes sense, because you'll still be able to sell, trade, or share those games for those generational consoles with others. Yes, but eventually that would die off. It's going to die off. So let's say if Sony comes out with the PlayStation 7, then it'll probably be backwards compatible with PS5, PS6, and PS5. And you see what I mean? And then it's just gonna continue to die off. I mean, I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not. It's just going to decrease the value of physical games. And what Sony has done they have come out and just said it. They just, hey, physical disc is going away. And they have responded again by stating, hey, we are not going to backtrack. Will that change? Maybe if there's enough traction, if there's enough noise, or if there's an impact to Sony's bottom line, they will respond. And when they do respond to it, they will it will benefit the gamer, the consumer. Because they're a business. They're a business at the beginning of the day. They're a business at the end of the day. Right? There's no emotions involved in that. Unless you see it different. So I don't think Sony should stop using the disc drive or support, or I think with the PS6 they should come out with a SKU like they did with the PS5 Pro and say, hey, if you want the disc drive, here it is. But you have to keep in mind the console will only play PS5 and PS4 physical games, because there will not be any PS6 physical games. Well, yeah, there will. Yeah, there will. Because I wonder if God of War is going to be a launch title. Because if God of War LaFay comes out, I think early next year or in the beginning of next year, and then Corey had mentioned that there's going to be a follow-up to LaFay, Luffy, potato, patata. then I think that God of War game is going to be a PS6 title. And we don't know when that's going to come out. I don't know if there's going to be any physical games for the PS6. We all just have to wait and see. So I'll just leave it at that. Next generation gaming is here. Thank you. Let's keep the movement going. And like you said, D Nice, finally. Yes, finally. And I have some work to do. So thank you for your suggestions and recommendations. I'll get to work on that tomorrow, and then I will communicate with you where I'm at with that throughout the week. And we'll just keep an eye out on what's going on with the gaming industry. It's changing. The future is here. More is coming. There's a lot of good games that are coming out. I'm excited for it, and I look forward to playing with you guys online. I know you guys may be excited as well. D Nice, reach out to me. And if there's anyone else who is watching, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and all. Okay, there's an option that says and all, so that when we do go live, you will be notified if we go live right here on the Next Generation Gaming YouTube channel, and that will be extended to Twitch and hopefully Kick. I need to iron out the gremlins and bugs with that. I'll do that offline. And then when we do our gaming, it would either be on Kick or Twitch. I will put that information out on x.com. And also I will once we do go live, I'll make sure to share it again as well. Sony is trying to release a pro version with an expensive console. The consoles are going to be expensive, guys. The consoles are going to be expensive. If the RAM situation fixes itself, then the price of those consoles will come down. They will come down. Okay? Even current generation consoles will come down. But don't see that happening anytime soon. Based on the information that I've been reading, I don't see it happening anytime soon. So I expect both consoles to at least start at $1,000 a piece. Now, one console may be $800. One console, in the grand scheme of things, well, when it's all said and done, okay, you have the console. If you want an extra controller, if you want a disk drive, if they have it as a separate SKU, you have games. Well, just the consoles and the accessories that comes with the console alone is going to cost you a premium. Okay? If you want to continue gaming, you're gonna have to pay a premium. So I would recommend you save up your money now so that you will be prepared. Or if you are considering on trading in your current console to help out and pay for that. But again, we are all on the edge of our seats waiting for both Sony and Microsoft to come out and debut these consoles to us and give us price and release date. So prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. I am prepared. Maybe, just maybe we may consider a giveaway on that. I don't think we will, because if it's going to be that $1,000 and up, I don't see us doing that here. That's insane. And it's all gonna be based on storage. So don't be surprised, guys, if we haven't heard anything, unless you guys have heard anything, that the price of the current consoles go up again. The subscription services go up again. I don't understand why the subscription services keep going up. It doesn't make sense to me from a business sense, but everything else is going up. You got Hulu, you got Netflix, and all these other streaming services that are continuing to go up. So I wouldn't be surprised if the prices for these consoles go up again. I hope they do not. I really, really hope they do not go up in price again. So it's a lot of money. It's definitely a lot of money. Do a reaction on the Skinny Bob video when you get a chance. Okay, so I would Skinny Bob. Let me make note. Now, if you guys would like for me to come back a little bit later, I can come back later and we can check out this Skinny Bob's video, and I can do a reaction live if you guys are available. If you're not available, then I can do a reaction to it offline, and then I can post the video that way. Let me know. Pro version with disc. The PS6 launches without disc, then later release a pro version with a disc, but expensive. Let me think about this. You release a digital PS6 console. That's your standard console. And then you turn around and release a PS6 Pro with a disc drive. I would not agree with that. Here's why. You have a console, the PS6, right, that has greater or better technology than the PS5 Pro. And your PS6 and this PS6 console is backwards compatible with PS5 and PS4 games. So I would want the best possible experience if I have physical games, physical disc games, right? And the PS6 technology improves the PS5 games. I would want to play. See, that's how you get. That's one of the ways how you get people to move over. You see what I'm saying? So I could take my PS5 game and put it into the PS6, and the quality is just, whew, it looks better, it plays better, there's no loading times, etc., etc. That's how you draw gamers into that console. What this console can do all this, which the PS5 Pro could not do. Even though the PS5 Pro is a premium console, right, and the most powerful console currently, you can market it and be like, hey, The PS5 6 can take your PS5 Pro games or PS5 games and upgrade it, upscale it, and perform great. So it wouldn't make sense to me. This is just my opinion. I value you guys' opinions. To launch the PS6 without a disk drive attached or a separate SKU. But you may be right. They may launch the PS6 standard and then launch the PS6 Pro with a disk drive. That would I can see that happening. Now, it's going to upset a lot of gamers. I'm like, wow, so you want me to pay a bigger premium and then get a disk drive? That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That console, the PS6 Pro, is probably gonna be close. I don't know, close to. It depends on the storage. It depends on where the storage is. Okay. If they know something that we don't know, and that the storage issue is not going to die down within the next few years, right? And if Sony is trying to hurry up and push out the PS6 and then work on a PS6 Pro, and knowing they can get a premium for the console along with a disc drive, it's gonna piss off a lot of people. I'm just saying. I think they should just come out with a disc drive with the standard PS6. I mean that will help out and pushing people towards the PS6, because to me it would not make sense to do that unless they do like they did with this generation. They come out with two consoles, a digital console and a one with a disc drive. But as we know, as the rumors are stating, that this is going to be a PS6 along with a handheld device. So that's why I'm very excited to see what this is going to shape up to be, and not just Sony, Xbox as well. Would they come out with a console and a handheld? But they are that Xbox Rock Alley thing, whatever. You know, it's not a true Xbox handheld. So so we'll see. That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts on it. Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and end the test stream here. If you're watching, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Trust me, we will be back. Turn on the notification bell and all. If you like the this live test stream, and what we have discussed so far, because I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. I would like to have a healthy conversation with everyone that comes in, and also join the community. Again, we have the Next Generation gaming website out there. Please go check it out. And if you would like to subscribe to the News Weekly Letter, please do so. Again, all the information is there. So all you would need to do, while I have the website up that you see on the screen, just scroll down to the bottom of the screen, and you can subscribe here, and just follow the instructions that are provided. Now, when you subscribe, you can actually choose the platform that you would like to have your 5 top stories on. So if you want PlayStation or if you want Xbox, but you have to unclick. If you want Xbox, if you want Nintendo, if you want Steam, if you want PC, you can choose. So as that weekly, that news weekly letter do go out, you will only receive information on that platform. Okay, now you can choose multiple if you want. You can choose PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. The letter that comes out, you will get information, the top 5 news stories on these 3 platforms. You can choose them all if you want. You don't even have to choose any of them. No problem. You'll still get the top 5 stories every Friday. I will make sure that information goes out. If you want to sign up with an account to the website, it's very easy and simple. You just come up here to the top of the banner, to the right, click on sign in. If you have a Google account, you can sign in with your Google account, or you can sign in with an email and password. Very, very simple. Okay. Well, not sign in, but sign up. Sign up. I clicked the wrong one. Correction. Sign up. You can join the community here. And also, you can navigate through everything is free. There's no, you can sign up for free. There's no monetary sign-ups here on the site. You can navigate through whatever platform here to see the latest and greatest news. Also, you can see what's trending up here as well. So, a lot of good stuff coming, hopefully. Some more good stuff coming. We also have an editor's corner. If you scroll down midway of the page, you can see that myself and PE has written some opinionated articles here. So if you want to go back to the beginning where we started, you can check those. You can check those out, and you can also follow us as well. If you want to go to the forum and start conversations, you can also go. You can click here to go to the forum. There's also a link up here. So let me go back. Let me scroll up here. So you can join the forums here, and you can start your own discussions about, in general, or about whatever, that you could choose the platform. If you want to start a conversation about, if you're going to PlayStation, anything and everything is at your disposal, right? Not disposal, but it's available to you right here. So please do come and join us, and let's just have some fun. And again, giveaways, they also are coming back, and the giveaway announcements will be in the weekly newsletters, and also on the X.com Next Generation Gaming account as well, with the rules that apply to enter those giveaways. Now, if you are a follower, a subscriber, a follower on Twitter, X.com, a subscriber to the Next Generation Gaming website, and a subscriber to the YouTube channel, you will be automatically entered into any giveaways that we do here at Next Generation Gaming. So it makes it all that easy, and it's free. It is all free. You don't have to pay anything to sign up. So that is all I have for this stream, and I am going to take a quick break So I'll probably come back maybe around maybe around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then we will check out Skinny Bob. I believe we'll watch it together, and we will talk about it. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Sony gets away with everything. They know the market well enough to pull it off. All right, so PE, let's do this. So in our next podcast, let's talk more about that. Let's talk anything and everything gaming, and get each other's thoughts on that. Okay? All right. You know what it is, guys. I love you guys. Thanks again for coming through. And I will be back around 7:30 if that's not too late for you guys. It may be a little late for PE, but if you can stay awake, we'll be back around 7:30. I want to make sure I get everything ready and make sure that the system is still running well. And then I have to spend a little bit of time with the family, and then with the missus, and then we'll go from there. I see you guys a little bit later. Take care of yourselves until then.